Hell no. Hell no. This is insane. On the day of the contempt hearing, you know, if you've been following the Delphi case, you know all about it. Well, there's more motions been filed, and this is insane. Let's read this. It's only short. Comes now the accused, Richard Allen, by and through counsel, Andrew Baldwin and Brad Rosie, amends the motion to compel and request for sanctions, which was filed on March the 12th. We've talked about that one. In support of said motion, the accused states the following. On March 12th, the accused filed his motion to compel the state of Indiana to provide certain answers concerning the existence of certain discovery, and if it existed, to provide the actual discovery. March the 8th, the state of Indiana did in fact provide some of the answers to some of the questions concerning some of the discovery. Counsel's unawareness of this response is a result of a flurry of communications and filings that have occurred between the state and the defence and the court since Attorney Baldwin and Rosie were reinstated. Yeah, it's all got a bit crazy, hasn't it? But that's not why I said hell no at the beginning of this video. There is still outstanding discovery that the state of Indiana claims does not exist, when common sense causes a defence to believe that evidence must exist. Therefore, based on the state of Indiana's March 8th correspondence, answering a certified letter overnighted to the prosecution on February 20th. I've never heard that, overnighted, before. The defence can pare down its requests concerning certain documents as the state of Indiana has answered certain questions concerning certain discovery previously found in paragraph 69 of the motion to compel and request for sanction. Therefore, the defence would amend paragraph 69 of the original motion to compel and request for sanction to ask the court to compel the state to provide the following. The state of Indiana provided two undated reports never seen by the defence. The first report provided some detail as to how the state of Indiana explained that certain videotape recordings between February 14th, 2017 and February 20th, 2017, which would include Brad Holder's interview, were erased. Therefore, that request has been satisfied. However, the other report details all videos between April 28th and June 30th, 2017 were also lost. So it's not just 1 week. No, not just 1 week of somebody leaving the tape running and it overrode itself. No. This is news to the defence, as the defence was aware that certain videos did not contain audio, but was unaware that videotaped interviews between April 28th and June 30th, 2017 were missing. This is most concerning. Hell no. Additionally, it appears to the defence that the report is incomplete as it details attempts to recover the lost interviews, including purchasing some type of equipment from China to assist in recovering the lost interviews. However, that is where the report ends. It's unknown whether the equipment from China was ever purchased or if an attempt to recover the missing interviews was attempted. Based upon paragraph 5A above, the defence requests the court to compel the state of Indiana to provide the complete report of law enforcement attempts to recover the missing videotaped interviews. That's insane. Based upon paragraph 5A above, the defence would be requesting the court to compel the state of Indiana to provide a listing of all persons whose interview was videotaped but lost. Unfortunately, according to the state of Indiana, there is no comprehensive written log that was used to document date, time, and subject and participants for each interview room. Are you kidding me? The defence seeks supplemental information as to which law enforcement individuals may have interviewed suspects or witnesses during that time period, and any reports reflecting the occurrence of such interviews and summaries thereof. Again, it's extremely concerning to the defence and Mr. Allen that potential exculpatory witnesses and statements are apparently forever lost, and not even a log of which witnesses were interviewed exists. Furthermore, it's very disconcerting that the defence just learnt of this lost evidence, and only upon request of the defence of such a report, more than 14 months after the defence should have learnt of this lost evidence. Totalling the missing days of interviews, February 14th to 20th and April 28th to June 30th, would show that the state of Indiana has lost 70 days worth of interviews and claims to have no ability to fully account for who was interviewed during those 70 days. That's insane. Hell no. Hell to the no. In its March 8th response, the state of Indiana failed to produce similar reports explaining how the audio is missing on certain videos. The defence would request the court to compel the state of Indiana to issue a report detailing why no audio exists. The defence requested the existence of certain phone dump data from certain phones. In response, the state of Indiana claims that no phone dump evidence exists from Kelsey German's phones, nor Mike or Becky or Cody Patty's phones, and furthermore that the prosecutor's office does not possess any phone dump data from those phones. However, it's still unknown whether phone dump evidence did exist at some point in time, which question is more than fair considering the loss of 70 days of investigative activity, as referenced above. It would be hard to believe that law enforcement would not have obtained the phone dump data from the parties identified in this paragraph, Kelsey, Mike, Becky and Cody, to at least determine timelines. Because the state of Indiana has lost other important pieces of evidence, i.e. 70 days worth of videotaped interviews, the defence would therefore ask this court to compel the state of Indiana to answer as to whether phone dump data ever existed, and if so, what came of it. The defence would compel the court to order the state of Indiana to provide all geofencing data and the name of the actual person or persons that interpreted the geofencing data, including the person or persons that reduced the geofencing data to a map that is being provided to the defence. In preparing for trial and for a contempt hearing and reviewing newly discovered evidence, the defence and its limited staff has limited time to fully review the state of Indiana's response and to compare it to the requests of the defence. However, for now, the defence would request the court to compel the state of Indiana to produce the items detailed above. That is crazy. This is an absolute clown show. The state of Indiana is a clown show.